Welcome back to Let's Play .hack.gu, Volume 4. So I'm a step out, starting up this time, so I can show you the last recode hub screen. This is where you can go in and actually play through the other 3 games, as well as Volume 4, so you can play through all of them here. And then there's also neat stuff here, like the parody mode, where you can hop in and look at some of the, I guess the 4 comas, but they're the cutscenes that you saw through the game, but they're like redubbed to just be stupid and silly. Some of them are kind of funny. And then the terminal disc, which this one takes you back. This actually gives you a lot of, I guess, kind of the world building, going back to, I want to say, the original quadrilogy. It's a lot of stuff that you could not find normally or had to go way out of your way to find this information. So it's nice that they put that in there to kind of give you a way to figure out how stuff works. You can also go into options from here, where there are some options, but like not a lot, that can really be helpful. Wait, I thought I turned you off. I have to hit the right button. Adjust display, which is weird that they let you do this. Sound is just volumes. Language. I'm actually going to be playing the rest of this in Japanese. I wanted to play through the first one to give everybody your nostalgia, and even my own, with the voices coming back. But I've played through this in Japanese language instead, and not to knock the English voices, but I like the Japanese ones so much better. I think it, honest to goodness, gave a completely different impression of Haseo and Shino and Ovan's personalities, and another character that we have yet to meet. Gave a completely different impression to their personalities, and I actually came out of the whole thing listening to it in Japanese with a completely different opinion of Ovan and Shino and Haseo than I left in Volume 3 with in English. Purely because of the voices. So we're going to go with that one. And then you can go into, and you can reconfigure the controls. This is where your graphics options are if you want to see, like, change resolution and anti-aliasing and all of that. Another important thing is, once you get in, you get a little title screen here, sort of. You can continue, which is nice, which is effectively just one button here on the title screen that loads wherever you last saved from. So you don't have to go into, it's not really anything big. You don't have to go into load data and then choose whichever file it is. Maybe you've got a dozen of them, you don't remember which one it was. Continue is just straight up, you pick up where you left off. Not much of a time save, but it's kind of nice. One important thing, though, is if you go to New Game, you can play in normal or cheat mode. And all 4 volumes offer cheat mode. Let's see if it actually gives me a description about what cheat mode does. Yes. So when you're playing through this, it maxes your level. You start with the best equipment. You have max money, max chim spheres. You have like every item you could ever possibly need. It's really good for just burning through the game as quickly as you want to. And if memory serves, in the other volumes, affection is maxed. Maybe it also said that in Volume 4, I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, affection is maxed, like everything is maxed, so you just don't have to worry about stuff. You can just burn through the game. But with that said, let's continue where we left off. So welcome back to the world. So we're going to the Whole Grounds Cathedral. We don't have to do much because there's not going to be any fighting there. Man, I forgot I changed the voices for a second. I'm glad they brought us back to Hidden Forbidden Holy Ground. Such an important thing, and to see it again after all these years. Well, we had better hurry then. Well, I used to. And there we get an explanation about why. Why it was sealed away. Because we did get bigger and nastier and badder after every phase that we data drained, until in the end we had all of them. In fact, that's what Ovan was banking on, was that we would be able to get all of them, so we would be powerful enough to take out him and the Ida on him.
Konnichiwa. あなたがハセオさんですね。
ハセオは俺だけど。
あなたがハセオさんですか？1年3ヶ月前、初のアリーナ3連覇を成し遂げたハセオさん。1年3ヶ月前、PK トーナメント覇者となったハセオさん。1年3ヶ月前、カナードを大ギルドに成長させたハセオさん。失礼しました。人違いしてはいけないので、入念に確認させていただきました。あなたにお願いしたいことがあります。このエリアにお越しいただいてよろしいでしょうか？
だから誰なんだよ、あんたは。
クアホルム大空洞のオーバンについてもお話ししたいのです。それでは。
待て。オーバンのことをどうして知ってるんだ、あいつ。 いや、そもそもクアホルムは一般 PC にはまだ知られていない場所なのに。デルタサーバー、人知れぬ番系の救出劇に行こう。
Well, clearly she ain't a normal PC, so there's that. Okay, now this is gonna be an actual area. We get to go in and do actual area things. Like invite people to our party. And a lot of people are busy, but we have, oh wow, we can actually invite Antares and Matsu. How about them apples? But honest to goodness, don't tell me that after all this time, they gave me full access to invite anybody I want, and I'm not gonna go in with Adeline Alcade. Don't nobody tell me you didn't see that coming. Alright. Dungeon go! It does not matter who you come here with.
エリアの奥を目指そう。
In fact, pretty much any dungeon in this entire thing, it does not matter who you go in with. And then you leave. Remember these? I remember dungeons. Man, they were dungeons. Gotta do the data search. So this is something you're gonna have to remember that you can do. Actually, you don't like really need to remember. You get the static key and chims. Yes, yes. Chim tutorial. You don't really need to remember that you can do it, but it is going to be a thing we're going to be doing a couple times. For actual important reasons, not just you get an item out of a thing reasons. I'll kick you in the butt! And you got these little things back if you want to try to mess with the chims. Get more chim spheres. If you don't actually need to, you don't actually need to do all of the chim things everywhere all the time. If you do effectively the slowest, if you just grab all like the pots and everything that have chims in them everywhere, you're gonna have more than enough by the end of this. And speaking of oddities about the engine that they didn't bother fixing, you see Alcade every now and then, say a line that takes up 2 lines, and then you can kind of see the second line peeking up. Oh no, the trapdoors. So the trapdoors I have a lot of trouble with, because I'm not playing on a PlayStation controller. And on a PlayStation controller, I've long since memorized what button is where, what you gotta do to hit them. They're super easy. I have no idea where the buttons are on this controller. So, like, I've got to, like, look every time, so that's gonna be rough. Battles. Remember battles? Remember sneaking around rooms to get advantage on a battle? Yeah! Smack him in the face. Remember guarding? Remember Rengekis? Remember guard canceling? Man, it's like riding a bike. So as a heads up, just so everybody knows, yes, I do know what I'm getting myself into here. I'm not playing this blind. But yeah, we still got it. Still got all the old mechanics right as they used to be. Got our Rengekis, got our skill triggers. Right now, our skill trigger is set up to have one of each of our weapons. So the Twin Blade, Heavy, whatever the crap, and Scythe. Oh, and guns. Guns too. Those are also a thing that we have. Now this is kind of a nice tutorial dungeon because the enemies don't really move, so you can sneak around and get your sneak attack in. So I keep wanting to think that there's like a guard, not a guard, but like a dodge roll button or something in this game, but there's not. Your double trigger lets you pull your guns back out. Everybody remembers that one? Your guns actually do more damage if you get closer. And guarding will reload your weapon. So if you run out of ammo, if you can like guard real quick and like reload your crap. Now Cade's gonna be doing a pretty good job of whatever it is that she's doing. You know what? Can I, if memory serves, she's on rage. Let's not have you on rage. Okay, man, I gotta remember how to do this scythe thing, man. Okay, you swing twice, then you hold. Then you armor break. And you don't have much choice but to fight most of the enemies. Man, I got like none of them. You don't have much choice but to fight most of the enemies, but if you fight every enemy, you're gonna be max level around the end of the game. So you don't really want to skip any, but you don't need to grind at all either. So it all works out pretty well. Everybody still runs a different speed, so Alcade will actually catch up to you and Adley will fall behind. Steam door! I like these. Who need chims? Okay, so you remember the Heavy Blade. Cast your spell. Remember, recall the Heavy Blade has this like really long wind up and you can't do anything forever and a half. So it's much more efficient to like do your first attack and then guard cancel. And then just keep doing your first attack over and over again. When you get knocked down, you can hit the attack button to do a little attack for some, and that'll hit anybody near you, but it takes a little longer to get up. If you hit guard, you can get up quicker. And you see how long this reload takes before you can shoot again. And then if you just hit guard, you can just do that. And you can even do it at the end of all your shots. So you don't have to like try to be efficient about it. You know what? We have a Beast Awakening. Let's go ahead and... We're gonna build up plenty of these. Let's just wreck some face. And if you kill everybody before your morale gauge runs out, then you keep your little bit of morale gauge. You can kind of feel free to just use that whenever you want to. Because you're not going to be fighting any proper bosses for a while. Okay, so these are the same thing as I remember before. You wait for the slow one. And then you just kind of run anyway and hope everybody makes it. Come on, Adeline, get your crap together. Didn't hurt that bad. Actually, that may have hurt some 600 damage. Every enemy has a weakness to something different. So this guy's weak to Reaper, so you know what? Let's just... Wasn't a Rengeki, but it'll get out something. Oh, he's dead. Okay. But like, nothing's weak to twin guns. It's just there kind of as a bonus. And makes some enemies a lot easier to deal with. Kicking our chimps in the face. Okay, we did it. Animal cruelty has never been more fun. Making our way up to the second floor! Pretty much every dungeon in this... in Volume 4 is like 3 or 4 floors. Most of them are 3. So that gives you at least a decent gauge about how far. And there's even a couple of them that I was like, this is going to be a 5-floor dungeon. This has got to be a 5-floor dungeon. And then it wasn't. Okay, no, I don't want to fight you. I want to fight... Nope. Dang it. Yeah! Okay, so we got an airborne enemy. Remember airborne enemies? They're a pain in the butt because you can't hit them with friggin' anything. Except skills. Skills work. And then once you knock them out of the air, you actually have... they have like 2 life bars. Can you like... there you go. Jeez! I was blocking! You leave her alone! It'd help if these guys weren't like... there we go. Help if I was hitting them with the correct weapon. And now I am. I mean, he doesn't have much HP left, but I've got more SP than anybody else, so I might as well use it. Man, leveling up. Now we're all the right level. Okay, I'm on Twin Blade, so I'm gonna go fight you instead. Oh, you can do kind of a dash, can't you? Oh. Hey, can you target the other guy there? Can you target the other guy there? Can you target the other guy there? That'd be swell. Fine! You can't do one skill like immediately after the other. So you just gotta give it a second. Can't just not get stuff in here. Admittedly, they put all these items in, and it's fun to go back there and finally collect everything again. But you don't actually need anything. Like, you don't need any of those items. Okay, what do we got? You're over there, still a little far away. You're doing that. Yeah, I can't surprise him, but I can surprise attack you! Okay, so my problem is I was trying to use the D-pad to change targets, and I think... yeah, use the joystick to change targets. That was my problem. Stand back up so I can hit you. I saw... Can't I target anybody else? Dang it, I lost my chance. Because I gotta use a joystick. I'm not bright. Look, Adelie, can you, like, just hold your own for 1 second there? I'll be over there as soon as I can. Darn it, Adelie. Man, been so long since I played the original games. Nope, like moving with the D-pad. I tried joystick for once. Don't like it. It's been so long since I did the original games, though. That, like, it all came back, but it's also nice to see all of this crap again. But then it also kind of brings me back a little bit to... Leave me alone, dude. It also brings me back a little bit to my actual series. Are you flying or are you on the ground? You're on the ground. And you're dead. And man, in that original series, I was dealing with some things. And by that, mostly, I don't know, I kind of feel like I was kind of a jerk back in the day. I'm still kind of a jerk, but I try not to be. And I had that realization partway through. Like, it kind of occurred to me that, hey, you know what? You're being sort of a jerk. Maybe you shouldn't. Whew, that one was rough. Got some more? Got some more duders? Duders? Just being duders? You're a jerk, you know that? I've taken out most of your flight bar, though. If everyone else would kindly leave me alone long enough. I dropped my guard. Why did I drop my guard? I saw her coming at me. Okay, this is getting old. Where is the other guys? I'm gonna go back over here. Just let Alcade finish that one off. So I'm not standing right next to the other enemies. Yeah, I chose correctly. Go me! No, I used the wrong one! I wanted to use armor break, but I'm bad at video games. Oh no, I should have guarded. I was, and then I didn't. I don't know, this works, I guess. It's also good if you need help, which I don't, but... Also works if I need SP, which I don't. Change back to something reasonable. Can I give my SP to someone else? I can get all the SP. Can I, like, give some to Alcade and Adelie? Like, just thinking back, I had... The fact that dungeon rants were even a thing. Oh, that one was equally kinda rough. Like, I don't know, man, can't you just play a video game and be happy that you're playing a video game? And that you get to spend so much of your life playing video games? Like, there are crappy parts. There's some parts that aren't great, but, like, right now, you're just playing a video game.
ぶちのめす
And I have expressed that I have opinions about GU. Probably the biggest opinion that I have about GU. The single biggest problem that I have with GU isn't really something that I can say is objectively bad. Mostly, I think the problem is, like, I absolutely adored, I loved the original quadrilogy. But the original quadrilogy was very, I'm gonna say, shonen-esque. It was a little more realistically portrayed than a lot of shonen stuff is, but it was still shonen-esque. And, like, that's my jam. That's where I be. Whereas GU isn't really shonen. It's aimed at that kind of angsty teenage crowd. And I guess the short of it is, they changed their intended audience between games. And I was like the exact person for their original audience. Oh, there you go. But I'm just not really for these games. And that's not really anything wrong. I mean, on one hand, I kind of question that they changed the intended audience, but I think the wrong way. But the short of it is that, like, I'm just not the intended audience anymore. I will, without a doubt, still knock logical fallacies that the games have. They do something stupid that doesn't make any sense when you actually stop and think about it. Oh yeah, you can talk to people. I forgot about that. Let's talk. I don't know, I just want to talk. That's cool. Hey, Adelie, let's talk. You got it, Adelie. Every time you go up, you gotta listen for the boulders. I think that's the third non-boulder. You're tall. This is the boss of the area. Can't move on. Can't go that way. This is floor 3, though, so this is actually the end. Right in the butt. Gonna stab you in the butt. You know what would be cool right now? Wreck! So this is your boss fight. It'd probably go easier if I was using a different weapon. Like, honest to goodness, this entire volume, I keep wanting to call it an expansion, but this entire volume, oh, good show. This entire volume is pretty easy, all things considered. Like, you run up against a boss and a good old Beast Awakening will pretty much take him out. But we did it! Go us.
お見事、さすがです。
Thank you.
ここのモンスターは通常よりも高レベルに設定されているのです。
I don't know, that was pretty normal.
それをあのように一周してのけるとは。さすがハセオさん、私の見込んだ方です。
いや、ハセオは俺だけど。
あ、失礼しました。どうも顔と名前が一致しないもので。
そんなことより、あんた何者だ？
自己紹介が遅れました。私はクサビラと言います。ネットスラムから来ました。
ネットスラム？ネットスラムはハッカーと放浪 AI がたむろするイリーガルなタウンだ。
怪物から兄を救ってほしいのです。
Good old net slum. I keep saying hackers, but like how many hackers actually show up in there? It's mostly weird AIs that have gained some form of sentience. Some vague, weird form of sentience.
怪物だと？
はい。2日前に巨大な怪物が現れ、ネットスラムで破壊の限りを尽くした
Oh,
の
well,
で
that's kind of poopy.
す。その名を影なる最悪ベガルタ
And
と
ugly.
言います。
ベガルタ。聞いたこともねえ名前だ。
Haseo, do you actually think it's gonna be a regular enemy? Are you that dumb? That, like, yeah, this thing showed up and just wiped out all of Netslum. Ah, yes, I remember encountering 3 of those in the level 116 dungeon I ran to before. They went down like weenies when I hit them with my greatsword.
あれは使用外の存在です。醜く、浅ましく、恐ろしい怪物です。
Yeah, I gathered that from the image you flashed up there, though admittedly Haseo did not see you flash an image up.
PC も NPC も区別なく、オブジェクトだろうが何だろうが、口に入るものをすべて食べるのです。
Well, that's great.
兄はネットスラムを守るために自らおとりとなりましたが、ベガルタに捕まり飲み込まれてしまいました。
God dang it. So we gotta find Zelkova so we can get back our avatar, but before we get our but we gotta fight this stupid thing. So we can get Zelkova back, so we can get our avatar back.
ですが、兄には特殊なセキュリティウォールがあります。取り込まれるにはまだ時間がかかるはず。今なら間に合います。兄をベガルタの体内から助け出してください。
で、兄ってのは？
兄とは欅です。
欅だって？
Oh, I'm sorry, I may have spoiled that. I thought she had actually mentioned Zelkova earlier in this cutscene. Like, I thought she said Zelkova acted as a decoy. My bad. That's okay, it was one cutscene.
お前、あいつの妹なのか？
はい。さっきからそう言っているではありませんか。
Maybe.
言ってねえよ。まあいい。欅を助けてほしいってことは分かった。それであんた、マクアヌで言ったよな。オーバンについても話があるって。それを聞かせてくれ。
オーバンとは誰ですか？
God dang it.
クワホルム大空洞の男だよ。お前が言ったんだろうが。
あ、すみません。顔と名前をうまく覚えられないもので。
I think your memory may have some problems too.
そう。あの男はオーバンという名前でした。彼は外界を拒絶して氷の中に閉じこもっています。私には彼の感情がわかります。彼はこの世界と共に消えゆくことを望んでいます。
何？
でも私は彼を救う方法を知っています。
By stabbing him really hard with an avatar.
兄を助けてくれたらその方法をお教えします。
I mean, that was my plan.
このエリアに行き、兄の欅を助けてください。
And we gotta go do this anyway so we can get our avatar back so we can stab him really hard with our avatar.
お願いいたします。では。
なんなんだあいつ。得体の知れないやつだ。
You think?
けど、あいつ、オーバンのことを知っていた。本当にオーバンを助ける方法も知ってるのかもしれない。
And here all this time I thought she was a perfectly normal person.
それに、欅。
長谷尾さん、術式は完了しました。あなたはもう非分使いではありません。一般 PC 長谷尾に戻ったのです。
とんでもねえトラブルに巻き込まれやがって。仕方ねえ。 どのみちあいつには用があったんだ。
We did it. I do like when they stop teleporting you out of dungeons after the cutscene that inevitably comes at the end of dungeons, because I want to run over and get my treasure. And there's like a thing right here. Yeah! S that rank. Alright, well, we got another keyword, so we got another place to go. That will have to wait until next time, though. Until then, everyone, Silkova's been eaten by a big ol' beastie, and we're gonna go stab him in the face. I may have a problem with stabbing things in the face.